Hello everyone, my name is Alison Casinto. I am from CIV 242. For today, I am going to discuss the global governance actors. One is the World Health Organization. World Health Organization or WHO is a IGO or Intergovernmental Organization. Isa itong organisasyon na ginawa ng mga treaties or agreement sa pagitan ng dalawa o higit pa na bansa. Example ng grupo na bansa na ito ay United Nations, European Union, ASEAN, or Association of Southeast Asian Nation. Punta tayo sa background and history. In 1945, while ginagawa or setting up the United Nations, isa sa mga discussion o na-propose na idea ay ng bansang China at ng Brazil ay mag-create ng Global Health Organization. Nangyari itong conference na ito sa San Francisco. And in 1946, a meeting in New York led to drafting and signing of the WHO Constitution by 61 countries. 61 countries. The Constitution states that the WHO would be specialized agency for the UN. Kaya ito ay supported by the UN and specialized agency for health. Na-established ang WHO noong April 7, 1948. The first World Health Assembly ay ginanap sa Geneva, Switzerland, kaya doon rin nakabase ang WHO. Let's move on sa objectives. Ang objectives ay ng WHO, which is nakuha ko rin sa kanilang website, is to promote health, keep the world safe, and serve the vulnerable. To provide leadership on global health matters, to shape the health research agenda, and set norms and standards. Ang vision and mission din naman ay nakuha ka sa kanilang website. Better health and well-being for people of all ages around the region, now and in the future, through the reduction of non-communicable disease, burden, and promotion of mental health. The mission is to guide and help countries around the region take action to reduce death from non-communicable disease, promote mental health, and achieve zero hunger by 2030, to improve health and well-being for all at all ages. Let's move on of WHO famous activities. In 1948, a smallpox eradication. WHO officially declared smallpox eradication the first disease to be eliminated through coordinated global vaccine efforts. In 1967, the smallpox disease was endemic in 33 countries, and the WHO launched an intensified program to eradicate the disease. And at that time, their goal was to vaccinate as many people as possible, especially in the country mainly in Africa and Asia, where smallpox was still widespread. It was one of the famous activities of WHO because it was the first ever disease to not ever be eradicated from our environment through global vaccination campaigns. Next is the 1988 launch of global eradication polio. The WHO, along with partners, launched a global campaign to eliminate polio, reducing cases by over 99% worldwide. It became one of the famous activity of WHO because it marked one of the largest and the most ambitious public health effects in the history. With the help of UNICEF and Rotary International and the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and it was also known as the second disease to be ever eradicated. Now, let's move on to the 2003 SARS outbreak response. The WHO coordinated the international response to the severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is SARS outbreak, helping containing its global spread. The key response to the SARS outbreak was coordinated the international network of labs and experts, and for the first time, the WHO issued a travel advisory. The WHO in this time showed their ability to monitor, report, contain diseases outbreak using its international surveillance system, which allows them to track and limit the spread of the virus. The government and the WHO also launched a public information campaigns to explain the symptoms, preventive measurements, and also to update to raise awareness. Etong SARS ay naging blueprint for WHO for pandemic preparedness responsiveness. Naging famous rin ang WHO because it marked a turning point in global health response. Bali, parang natuto. Next is the 2014 to 2016 Ebola outbreak in West Africa. The WHO led and coordinated efforts to manage the largest Ebola outbreak in history, especially in Guinea, Liberia, Sierra Leone. It became one of their famous activity because it also led for WHO to have their permanent changes in their emergency response. Bali, mas nag-improve yung kanilang emergency response. The last is the 2020 until now, the COVID-19 pandemic response. The WHO coordinated global health strategies, issued safety for guidelines, and supported vaccine access through COVAX initiatives. It became famous because WHO led the global response to the most widespread health crisis of the 21st century. Let's move on sa kanilang mga accomplishments. One of their accomplishments is the eradication of smallpox. In 1980, the first and only human illness to be eradicated globally was smallpox, which was successfully eradicated under the leadership of WHO's global immunization effect. Next is the massive reduction in polio cases. The WHO contributed to the global polio eradication effort, which has been placed since 1988, by reducing polio cases by more than 99%. Lastly is the global COVID-19 response coordination. The WHO was instrumental in managing the pandemic, offering guidance, organizing the international response, and assisting in the distribution of vaccine through COVAX. The next is the Human Rights Watch. The Human Rights Watch is a non-governmental organization or NGO. The NGO means a private or non-profit individual groups or organization, meaning hindi saklaw ng gobyerno or outside their control. Human Rights Watch was created in 1978 to observe and report whether the Soviet Union was following the human rights agreement that it had promised to uphold upon in the 1975 Helsinki Accords. Ito yung napag-usapan nila na Helsinki Accords, nagawa itong Human Rights Watch para maobserbahan yung Soviet Union if talaga bang pinapanatili nila yung katahimikan. It was first established in 1978 as Helsinki Watch. It was also based in New York City, United States. It was renamed as Human Rights Watch in 1988, almost 10 years after niya ma-establish, bago siya napalitan ng Human Rights Watch. Okay, next. The objectives. Objectives is to investigate, researchers uncover human rights violation in over 100 countries, expose the findings are shared globally through media and social media platforms, change, we advocate for policy reform, legal action, and accountability. Itong mission is nakuha ko rin from their website, which is Human Rights Watch defends the rights of people worldwide. We scrupulously investigate abuses, expose the facts widely, and pressure those with power to respect rights and secure justice. Human Rights Watch is an independent international organization that works as a part of vibrant movement to uphold human dignity and advance the cause of human rights for all. Our work is guided by international human rights and humanitarian law and respect for dignity for each human being. Let's move on sa kanilang mga recent activities. Israel authorities and the crimes of apartheid and persecution. HRW issued a controversial report characterizing Israel's treatment of Palestinians apartheid for a first for a major human rights organization. In April 2021, the HRW released a threshold crossed, a comprehensive report including that the Israel policies in Israel and occupied Palestinian territories among to the crimes against humanitarian apartheid or persecution under international law. Next is the Russia and Ukraine war. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2020, the HRW has documented widespread of violation of international humanitarian law by Russian forces. Isa na dito ang mga indiscriminate bombings, torture, summary execution, sexual violence, forced disappearance, looting, and deportation of civilians. Lastly, isa sa kanilang mga recent activities ang AI and surveillance report. The HRW warned an increase in human rights violation due to surveillance technology, facial recognition, and internet censored worldwide. The HRW has recently featured new analysis highlighting the risk of AI-driven surveillance, urging strong protection for human rights against abuses involving facial recognition and data-driven monitoring. Isa ito, yung mga nasisikat, which is the AI. Yung mga AI na kaya nang gumawa ng human-like, which is ginagaya lang yung mukha mo, ika-copy-paste sa isang ganito, and pwede siya gumawa ng fake statement using your face, your voice, and everything. Pwede siya mag-copy ng personal identity. Lahat kaya nang gayahin, which is very alarming, and sinasabi din nila dito na labag yun sa human rights because hindi natin alam kung ano ba yung tama or yung mali. Lastly is their accomplishments. Isa sa mga accomplishments ng HRW is their campaign against landmine. The Human Rights Watch received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1997 as a founding member of the international campaign to ban landmines. Next is the addressing racist policing in Brazil. Human Rights Watch has drawn worldwide attention to racial policing in Brazil, urging authorities to investigate police abuse and implementing accountability measures. Lastly, isa sa kanilang mga accomplishments is them protecting children's online data. Related itong mga accomplishments sa mga nasabi kong recent activities nila, which is yung AI surveillance report. Ito naman is the Human Rights Watch research into EdTech, conducting surveillance, encourage governments and firms to strengthen their protection for children's online privacy and data security. In this modern world, which is for AI, ang ginagamit natin using technology, which is very dangerous kasi not all the people or some people will use their advantages to AI para makalamang sa ibang tao or to steal other people's privacy and their data. They can place their face and using their voice, but they did not actually do that or say that. Bali, parang ginaya lang nila using AI or, yeah, that's it. Forgive me, ma'am, for kung napuputol yung recording. I don't know what's wrong with my screen recording, pero napuputol siya. But, ito na po yung pinaka-last, which is my references. That's all po. Again, my name is Alison Casinta, and I am from CIV 242.